I am participating in a read-along hosted by a book club. And for this episode, we read The Silence of the Girls by Pat Barker. This is an interesting one because it's a historical fiction novel based on the Trojan War, but told from the perspective of one of the women captured during the siege of Troy. Let's talk about it. So like I said, this book is part of a series, but honestly, you can totally read this as a standalone because it's only focused on one character. The story is set during the same time period as Homer's Iliad, but it follows Briseis, who is the captured queen of the Cilicians. She was taken by Achilles during the siege of Troy and given to him as a prize. And then later, she ends up with the Greek leader Agamemnon after Achilles gets pissed and leaves the war for a while. So yeah, basically the entire book takes place during the Trojan War. And let me tell you, this book really made me rethink everything I thought I knew about the Trojan War. Because even though this is technically a historical fiction based on ancient Greece and the events that took place there, it is also a story that transcends time because it puts a spotlight on how women were treated during that time period. And it honestly makes you sad how little has changed for women throughout history. Briseis is strong, intelligent, and compassionate. And I think what makes her such a compelling character is that she never lets herself be defined by the men around her. Even when she is mistreated and objectified, she holds on to her dignity and independence. And that really resonates with me because it is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of self-determination. Throughout the story, Briseis demonstrates remarkable courage and quick thinking. There's this one scene where she uses her wit and charm to escape from a dangerous situation. And I found myself on the edge of my seat, just like, no, don't go over there. Please don't do this. But she does it anyway. And I was so glad that her plan worked out, because it was just so satisfying to see her take control of her own destiny. And I think what makes this book even more powerful is that it sheds light on the experiences of women, who were often overlooked or silenced in the retellings of ancient stories. Like Briseis, many of the women in the book are strong and multifaceted characters who deserve to have their stories told. Their perspectives enrich the narrative and provide a deeper understanding of the human cost of war. One thing I really appreciated about the author's writing is her ability to transport the reader to ancient Greece. The descriptions of the siege of Troy and the battles that take place there are intense and immersive. You can almost feel the tension and danger of the war-torn city. And even though the book is sad at times, there are also moments of levity and hope that offer a nice balance to the overall tone. Overall, The Silence of the Girls is a powerful and thought-provoking read. It's a must-read for anyone who loves historical fiction or just wants to learn more about the Trojan War from a fresh new perspective. The characters are complex and well-developed, and their stories will stay with you long after you finish the book. And trust me, you won't be able to stop thinking about Briseis and her journey towards self-discovery and empowerment. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode's discussion. Let me know what you thought about the book and the series so far. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button below and leave a comment with your thoughts, feedback, and suggestions for future episodes. As always, I appreciate your support and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.